YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelley-ann Henry, and before I go any further, let me just say please, I'm asking you to hit that subscribe button, to like, give me a thumbs up, and also to hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload, you will be notified of my videos. I just want to say I hope you're doing well in YouTube land, wherever you are, England, America, New Zealand, Australia, Barbados, Trinidad, wherever you are over the world. I hope that you're doing well. I know that we are living in a very serious time, but hey, that is why we are together no matter what. Here on YouTube, we can have a laugh, we can talk about things that can just take our minds off what is happening in the world right now. So let's just get straight into the video. I must apologize for the lighting. As I said before in my other videos, I do depend on the natural beautiful light here in Jamaica, but we are a bit overcast at the moment, so the light is not as in your face as I would like it, but I hope that you are able to still see me and that it's not too much of a, you know what I mean. Anyways, so I've been doing a series on Jamaican living, and I have mentioned in my first video that I lived in England for over 17 years and I am now back in Jamaica for a while. I'm not depending on stationing here. Again, I don't know what God have in store, but I'm here for a while. Due to the pandemic, everything kind of got put on hold, and I also had a baby while being here. He's only 3 months, so there's a lot of things we just had to put on hold because with the pandemic and all of that, it was just like, you know what, let me just relax. Plus being sick in pregnancy, let me just get through my pregnancy, and then after that we can think about where we want to go. But we might head back to England. I don't know again what God have in store. My husband is British, so there you go again. Jamaican born, but British. So I'm gonna get back into some talking about Jamaica living in this video, and guess what? In this video we're going to laugh and we're going to do all sorts. So my mind, all I know, cannot understand this. So you might be wondering, what is she talking about? So let's get into me telling you what I'm talking about. Last week Thursday, so I'm telling you, about Jamaica coming home, and this is why it's important. And before you come home, you really sit down and plan. And as I said, visit Jamaica and see the place and think about, there are certain things that you must have when you move back to Jamaica. They are a must have. They make life easy for you. I'm finding that out the hard way. First, make sure you're a licensed driver. You hear me say licensed driver? Because you have enough people on the road out there, them not licensed driver. They just go behind car and drive, kill off people. So make sure you're a licensed driver. Make sure that you can drive on Jamaican road, because that is another thing to itself. Enough hill, enough curve, enough precipice. So make sure. But you know what, I watch a video with Mark Waynes, and if Mark Waynes come to Jamaica and can manage the road, then we can. I'm a bit afraid of Jamaican road. I'm not a driver and I want to learn to drive. Being here has taught me that I have to drive, so that is something I want to do in the new year. Listen, if you don't see any cleavage, no feel no way, it's I didn't intend for flash nobody. I just realized I may have cleavage, so don't look at them. I never used to have cleavage. Baby, give me cleavage. Hey, go on, Shirley. Go on, Shirley. I'm not gonna spend the money for doing a boob job. Anyways, another thing that you must have, the reason why I said make sure you can drive and make sure you own a car that is licensed and registered, okay? Last Thursday, my mom-in-law have a beautiful lady who comes and help us out every Thursday, come and just help us clean and wash, and because me having a baby, I'm gonna have the time for that, and it's a pretty good size house that we live in. And she came last Thursday, and she was working, and she went upstairs to do my room, to do my area, and I was downstairs with the baby in another room, and me and my husband and the baby. And as we were there, we heard like a commotion, like, but we didn't pay no mind because I think, oh, maybe mom just talked to somebody. But then I see my husband got up and rush. I can see a little bit of my blouse just, so never mind. And got up and rushed out into the communal area, and I could hear them out there talking, so I decided to get up and go out. And then I realized what happened. The lady who helps us out had slipped and fell and hit her, I think her left arm. And so we were like, okay, asking her, she started to say she feel a bit dizzy and stuff like that, and it was just a panic situation. So I ran to the kitchen and I got her some water, and then I got some alcohol just to sop down her face. So, because at that point she was like going out, just like literally that was happening in our house last Thursday. And so I was like, asked, just say to her, and then eventually she lost consciousness, and I was just there trying to bring her around. I did practical nursing many years ago, so some of the things I'm gonna remember. I need to do a first aid course. That is a must as well. You're coming to live in Jamaica, know your first aid, do a first aid course, yeah. And I was there just trying to make sure that she stay conscious, because one of the things that somebody's unconscious is trying to make going unconscious, because she was going unconscious, is to try and keep them conscious, just keep talking to her and stuff. And I was panicking and stuff, I'm not lying, I was a bit panicking. And my husband was like, give me an emergency number. I mean, I don't even remember Jamaican emergency number. I think it's 119. 119 Jamaican emergency number. I hope I'm saying it right. So that is also something that you need to know. And I didn't even remember. And I'm like, he's like, call dad, which is his dad, my father-in-law. And I'm like, what dad's gonna do now? All of this are going, it was like a proper war kind of situation going on in the house. And that gave him the emergency number, and my husband rang the emergency number. Now in England, the emergency number is 999. When you ring in England, they immediately say, what department do you want? If it's ambulance, you say ambulance. If it's a fire brigade, you say fire. If it's air ambulance, whatever you want, you say, and they will dispatch what you need. They ask your address and what is the situation, why you need, and all of that. So my husband, and they said, what do you need? And my husband was like, ambulance. So they transferred my husband to Mandeville Hospital. Whoa, the drama start now. They transferred my husband to Mandeville Hospital. And they said, hello, pick up the phone. My husband with his British accent, of course. And he said, I would like an ambulance. And they were like, for what? And he was like, somebody has fallen and now is unresponsive, not responding at all. And they were like, check the vital signs. And anyway, my father-in-law was trying to check the vital signs. At one point, I swear she went cold. And by that time, I start ball. When I should be praying. I know. But I did call upon the Lord. I got a little composer, and I said, I started to say, Jesus, you need to come into this situation and just deal with it, because I don't want a dead body, especially somebody working for you and dying. You don't want that. So eventually they said, oh, you want an ambulance? So this is what they said to him at Mandeville Hospital. The ambulance nah work. What? No, sir. No, I'm not put you off from coming to Jamaica now. This is why I'm doing this video, because I thought, you know what? I need you to know if you're coming for certain things that you need to have. And that is why I said in my previous videos, if you can think of any business ideas, Jamaica, maybe this is one business idea somebody who can run with it need is ambulance depot. No, where you can service the country. They only have one ambulance in Mandeville. One little dead ambulance. If you ever see the ambulance, a little bit. like a little crush up minibus. It's not working. It's not working. So what does that mean for us now? We would have to transport her to the hospital. And my father-in-law now was saying, okay, let's get her up. And I'm like, no. If somebody is unconscious, don't move them, especially they have a fall. You know, if them broke no way. You know, if them broke their head, you know, if them broke no way. No move nobody. And that's one of the things that people have to do here in Jamaica. Somebody have an accident, move them. Half of the time people died because people are moving them, and also because there's no ambulance, there's no rapid service here in Jamaica. That for me was such a beautiful island, yeah. And I know it's like, what the hell? So she stayed there, and we pray, thank you, Master God, that you are omnipresent. You're there everywhere. For those who don't believe, that's on you, boo. But God is amazing. And we just was there, and we were like, is there any doctor that we could call? And Mom was thinking about her doctor, and she was like, well, maybe we would have to call the office in order to get him, because she doesn't have a personal number for him. But we just prayed, and she started to come around, and she started to say she feel better. And we were like, do you want us to take you to the hospital? And she was like, no. And we were like, you need to get checked over. And she was like, my eyes just went dark. And that's when we realized it's not the fall that had caused it, but actually we think that her pressure had went up before. And so she probably had a little spell, and she fell, because thank God her arm was doing, it wasn't broken or anything, and it was doing well. But yeah, so if you're planning to come to Jamaica to live, whether for a year, 2 years, 6 months, 2 months, visiting for 3 months or whatever, those are some of the things you have to take in consideration. Is that no ambulance not there? No ambulance not there, sister, brother. There's no ambulance. So learn to drive. Learn to drive and buy yourself a good car. I personally think if I supposed to buy a car here in Jamaica, I'm not gonna buy a flashy car. I'm buying one of them 4x4 pickup, because the road as well, you need them kind of cars. You know, the road can be bad. I don't want a flashy car. I want something that can carry me up mountain and run. You know, what they call it, around corner, around copper turn and them area. I want something I can rivet over thing. I don't want nothing to just look pretty. I want something I can actually do work, and also can help my neighbors, that if anything should happen, I can help my neighbors. So yes, that was something. And I said, no, Mom, I need to call Ministry of Health. But then again, where you gonna call them and say, because they haven't paid this any mind. So keep in mind that if you come to Jamaica to live, learn to drive. That is a must, because anything happen at night and you need to transfer somebody to the hospital, you need to learn to drive. Yes. Okay, the next thing that you need when you come to Jamaica to live is your TRN. You need a TRN. Whether you're visiting for a while, if you were born here, or you have family who are Jamaicans, I think even if you weren't born here and you decided, you know, I want to visit Jamaica and I want to stay for a while, you can apply for some living visa. I don't know. That is something you'd have to do some research on, okay? And I think you can apply for your Jamaican passport, and that will enable you to get a TRN, or I'm not quite sure, but you need a TRN. You need a TRN. I will do a bit of research and then let you know as well. But you need a TRN. That really helps, because if you want to open an account, darling, even if you want to buy a chip for your phone, you have to have a TRN. I learned that when I got off the plane in Kingston, and I needed to get a local number, and it's a good thing my sister was there with her TRN, so I wouldn't get one. So you need your TRN, that is a must. Get your TRN. It helps. So those are two things that I can think about right now that is a must. You must can drive, yes, and have a car. Oh, I'm so sorry. My phone, let me just fix this. I'm sorry. My phone storage just told me that I don't have enough storage. I need to sort that out. So I had to switch to my husband's phone. Oh, I hate when these things happen. But anyways, just bear with me. I'm gonna try and sort out my phone, get some space. I've been trying, but I don't know, because I have too much stuff on it, and I bet I have a whole heap of junk. I can tell it's really nothing that important, but if you go through them and get rid and free up some space, I can get to do my videos, because I'm gonna need my camera. So yes, as I was saying before, you need to learn to drive, and better yet, get a 4x4. You need a TRN, and yeah, those are some of the, especially the driving is essential. It's really essential. You need to know, you need to learn to do that, because in emergency and all of that, you have to get your loved one to the hospital, or any other emergency. You want to help your neighbor. It's important that you learn to drive, and it's important that you have your TRN. So those are some of the things that you have to look into to be able to get around the island, okay? And as I said, the ambulance thing is just ridiculous and just mad. Me have to call my sister, me have to say, how come there's no ambulance on the island? I never even thought of that, because I was born here in Jamaica, but God has been good to me, and good to my family, where I was never ill where I needed to go to the hospital. I've never spent a night in the hospital here in Jamaica. The only time was when I went in to have my baby the other day. So I guess I never paid that any mind, but now that something had happened and we needed an ambulance, it had come to my attention that this is a dire need. And listen, anybody out there listen, any MP, you might get this video underneath to start this thing out. This is not right. Jamaica is too pretty and too nice to have the ambulance. You understand me? Gonna need good. Those are things gonna need to invest in. I wanna can do it, so do it. So yes, I wanted to do that video. I was told that I need to do longer videos. I will try and do longer videos, I will try. My channel is not just going to be about talking about Jamaica. I'm going to be talking about so much more. My husband, as I said, will join me at times, and we're going to do a little how we met kind of thing, because we're on the fast and everybody wants to know people business. And it's like that in YouTube. Me fast too. I want to know people business in YouTube. When I watch it, I want to know, so me just fast. So yes, thank you so much. And if I think of anything else that you might need, and again, I can't stress, you're coming here to live. So I'm just saying, I feel what? I feel look out. Okay, sorry. If you're coming here to live, please do your research, and please come with business ideas, because Jamaica need it. It's a beautiful island. I'm not lying. It's beautiful. It's just basking. There's so much potential here. Is that the word? Potential? Yeah. There's so much potential here in Jamaica. It just needs people with great ideas and willing to invest. I know some of you probably have invested in Jamaica before and it didn't work out, but don't give up on the island. There's still goodness here, and there's still much more that we can do here in Jamaica to just build up our country. I know that life history is about to come to an end with everything that's happening, but we can still continue living, because the Lord say, we must build until he comes. So we keep moving on, but keep at the forefront that Jesus can come at any time, okay? And so I just want to say thank you again for joining me. Sorry about my phone, my storage going dump on me, and I had to just change over. So if there's any chip and change, just bear with me. I'm new to this thing. I'm new, okay? I'm new. There's gonna be some blunders and some things to correct, but I'm hoping as I go on, I'll just become so I'll become a professional, that my videos will be just chopped. But then again, you know what? I kind of like when I go on YouTube and people drop them plate and then drop them spoon and then bend down to take it up and then might eat, because YouTube is supposed to be authentic. It's not a Hollywood production. It's authenticity. So is that a word again? Authenticness you need. So I don't mind, watching a YouTube channel and somebody brushing their teeth. I like that because it's supposed to just be, being authentic and being real. So I saw it go. Sometimes battery go dead, sometimes storage go run out. Sometimes I go use word that it never exists, but I might make up as I go. So yes, thank you again for tuning into my channel. And again, if you think of anything that you would want me to talk about, even if you want me to talk about my experience living abroad, my experience having a baby near 40. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that one. If you want to also find out, because I had some complications, what that complication is, just send me a text or write it in a comment below, and I will definitely do a video for you. I'm going to do so much more videos for you and just take you along life journey with me. So again, thank you again for tuning into my video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment please. And share my channel, share it with even the dog, the poster rat. Just share it. Everybody have fun. I know the dog. Just share. I depend on you to help me to grow and to become better. And don't forget, if you're sitting there on a dream and you're thinking it sounds weird, no, it's not. Just do it. As long as it's something that's not going to hurt nobody and it's not going to hurt you, just do it. Just go for your dream. Just do it. Whatever it is, just do it, okay? And see where it takes you. So thank you again for tuning in. And don't forget to sanitize, wear your mask, wash your hands, and please don't forget to walk in faith. See you next time. Bye.